Welcome to Catholic Views. I'm your host, Renee Kranz. Today on the show, we will have Monsignor Charles Mangan actually on the phone with us. He is not on video, so if you're watching on video, don't go looking for it. He is only on audio. So you have to go to our website, sfcatholic.org, to find it. He is going to be here talking about the very recent feast of St. John the Baptist and some different things about his life and why he was important in the Bible. First, Dr. Bergwald is here giving me evil glances because I just clicked my pen.
You know, last names are Rose based usually on where you were from or what your profession was.
Mine would
so it'd be Renee
clicking
Penclicker. Renee Penclicker. Penclicker. Let's just start calling her Penclicker.
No. How about we just have some biblical bites with Dr. B before this gets out of control right away?
Okay, that's fine. So,
how are you doing, Chris?
Good. How are you, Renee?
I'm great. How are you doing, Bill?
I'm great, pen clicker.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
You mean good? You asked him.
Good.
What's today, Renee?
Oh, 14th day.
Bill, did you tell her before?
No, I didn't.
No,
Oh.
He would never do that. Come on
That's
now.
true.
He
That's
likes
true.
to watch me squirm.
Do
and not know stuff.
And of course, listeners, every viewers know that we're recording in advance, so you may not have actually, I do you happen to know what the Sunday Gospel is?
It's probably Mark.
Good. Ding, 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 ding. Because we're in year.
Let's see, what was last week? We're in year B.
Nice.
Last week was the woman with the hemorrhages. So where would he be next?
So we're early-ish in Mark.
It's not like Lazarus or anything, is it?
No.
Okay.
No. That comes
I don't
later.
know then.
It's near at the end. So thank you for your honesty.
I tried to guess and that didn't work out well.
This is where Jesus, this is how the Sunday's Gospel starts. John 6, 1 through 6. Mark 6, 1 through 6. Jesus departed from there and came to his native place accompanied by disciples. When the Sabbath came and began to teach, many heard him were astonished. Where did he get all this? I'm summarizing, paraphrasing now.
Okay.
What kind of wisdom has been given him? What mighty deeds are wrought by his hands? Isn't he the carpenter, the son of Mary, brother of James, John? And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor except in his native place and among his own kin and in his own house. So he was not able to perform any mighty deed there, apart from curing a few sick people by laying his hands on them. He was amazed at their lack of faith.
Mm-hmm.
So where is he?
He's in Nazareth.
How do you know?
I remember that.
How?
I've been a Catholic for 48 years.
So, but does Mark tell us?
He doesn't, does he?
No. What does Mark say instead? Do you remember from when I read it to you a whole minute ago?
No, Bill, do you
Bill.
remember?
No, I was still stuck on how he was reading it and thinking how
Right,
disappointed I'm going to be on
quoting
Sunday.
and then da-da-da-da-da.
Don't be disappointed when the priest or deacon does it properly with reverence. Jesus departed from there and came to his native place.
Oh, yeah.
Mark,
We assume. He was born in Bethlehem.
This is Nazareth.
Okay.
We know from larger it's Nazareth. But Mark, inspired by God, does not name.
Why is that? You're going to tell us why, aren't you?
It seems it just. So what's the whole point of what's the whole point here? The lack of faith amongst Jesus' fellow the townspeople that he grew up with, the people who presumably had known him best growing up.
Right.
So it's sort of like, Mark, I'm not even gonna name the town because of your lack of faith. Now, I think Mark knows we know where Jesus grew up.
Right.
I
It's
mean,
like
he wasn't born
the
there.
town that shall not be named.
Exactly. The place that shall not be named.
Right.
So what's interesting here? So based on my skimming and your awareness of the story and its generalities.
Bill probably read it 3 times before this.
Sure.
Why wasn't Jesus able to perform any mighty deed? So Mark tells us, so he was not able to perform any mighty deed there.
So they
Jesus
had a
is
serious
powerless?
they have a serious lack of faith. But that's not Jesus's fault, right?
So why
it's not
couldn't
his
he perform any mighty deed?
Because they lacked faith.
Because
Like any faith.
think about that though. So what's the connection there? Like, connect these dots so you are an intelligent, lifelong cradle Catholic, Renee Kranz.
Uh-oh.
Connect the dots for our listeners.
I feel a setup.
So Jesus is rendered powerless when there's a lack of faith.
That does seem very odd to me as you were reading it. I was like, now that I think about that, that seems incredible. But maybe he's not really rendered powerless. Maybe he's teaching them a lesson.
So yeah. Well,
In a way,
he's not definitively.
I hate to say that way. But
So miracles are used. They're always used to strengthen somebody's faith.
oh, okay.
Maybe somebody who's already strong to go deeper. Maybe somebody who's wavering to just reassure. Miracles are never used in the Gospels, and they never work to create faith where it's not there.
That's true. You're right.
Jesus raises Lazarus. So you brought up, Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. How did the Pharisees respond? Let's kill him.
Oh, right.
What? So there are people now who came to believe, but if there's an openness there, he'll work with that. But Jesus never imposes faith where it's lacking. So miracle is never used to create faith where there's closed.
So they were not only lacking it, they were also not open to it.
Because why? Because they think they know who he is.
Right.
So this is for me our takeaway today. Is there an openness in us for him? Or do we think that in some way we also, I know who Jesus is. I've got him figured out. And I go to mass on Sunday, or I pray every day. But is there an openness to allowing him to do something new in our lives? Or will he be amazed at our lack of faith?
That's really interesting stuff. Thanks, Dr. B.
You bet.